So Guillermo shared Straight Times article titled China-Linked Hacking Group Said to Access Calling Records Worldwide. So CrowdStrike discovered that that hacking group with suspected ties to China tapped into mobile phone networks around the world and used specialized tools to extract the calling records and the text messages from telecommunication carriers. So not a lot of specifics on this one, but the group, which it dubbed Light Basin, had been acting since at least 2016, but it had more recently been detected wielding tools that are among the most sophisticated yet discovered. So officials are offering the usual advice like implementing multi-factor authentication on your accounts, patching, updating software, deploying threat detection capabilities, and maintaining an incident response plan. The findings just underscore the vulnerability of major networks, providing the backbone for communication and help with the increasing demand for strong end-to-end encryption that the networks and anyone with access to those networks cannot decipher. So in the meantime, best to use alternative and secure messaging platforms for those sensitive communications. Dark Reading shared the article titled How Attackers Hack Humans. It talked about how threat actors rely on soft targets, such as an organization's own employees or third-party partners, to help infiltrate those hard targets, like organizations with systems that contain valuable customer data or employee data and proprietary information that may have better defenses around it. Different attack groups have different motives. Criminals can use the information for resale or financial gain. Intelligence agencies and competitors may be after the proprietary data. Activist groups could be seeking embarrassing information to support their causes, or lone wolves may just simply be seeking a challenge. So an insider could refer to anyone on the organizational chart, from the CEO all the way to an assistant or an intern, or anyone working with the organization, such as a contractor servicing the copy machines or an employee at an accounting firm. So if the attackers are interested in a hard target, like a Fortune 500 company, they'll often go after the vendors that list that company as a client. So on open source information, very dangerous too. From job review sites like Glassdoor, potential attackers are able to get detailed information from the mindset of soft targets, employees who feel like they're overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated are potential targets. So sometimes the company itself is the one revealing the specific details that can be used against it, like a job posting for an IT person that might detail all of the systems and databases that a company currently uses that can be targeted for infiltration. A press release can show how an organization is growing and changing and name potential targets and their job titles, or even some hobbies and interests. So this is just another reason why executive digital protection is so very important. Simply typing in the name of the company along with the phrases employee manual and PDF in a search engine can turn up a lot of pertinent information. So employee manuals can reveal benefit packages, rules, or other confidential information that you don't necessarily want to share. Social media has a little bit of everything: work history, certifications, volunteer work, political leanings, relationship statuses, favorite books and movies. Photographs can be used to ascertain socioeconomic status, and organizations can't tell employees what they can or cannot post on their social media profiles, but they can show employees how the information they share publicly can be used against them. So helping those employees use the right privacy controls and restricted settings is really good for their own personal safety, as well as being able to help the organization. So security training should also include what kind of work details should not be posted online in order to minimize the amount of information available for the attackers to mine. And for more info on this, both for your executives as well as for your entire team, please feel free to reach out. This is definitely a topic that I'm always open to discussing. Eugene Kaspersky shared Kaspersky.com's article titled 8 Steps to Freedom, How to Detach from Social Networks. I hear a lot of people talk about how social media companies should function for our individual benefit, but this was a really helpful reminder of how we can take some proactive steps to customizing these platforms to work best for each of us. So step one was to thin out your feed. If you're overwhelmed with too much info or you've had just a little bit too much of Aunt Bertha's cat pics, we can preserve both the relationship as well as our sanity by just unfollowing. Inversely, only follow the accounts you truly gain value from their content. Step two would be centralized communications. So if you're getting whiplash from all of the communicating with multiple people on multiple platforms, let them know which medium you prefer and feel free to just opt out of the notifications on the others. Step three would be to clear up your screen, out of sight, out of mind. If it's not staring at you every time you look at your phone, you might be less tempted to constantly bounce between apps that can take up lots of your time. Step four was to curate your notifications. If you're not going to lose sleep over a delayed like, then it might just be good to update your notification settings to only show the most important or the most needed apps. Five was to configure screen time or digital well-being. So for those who really like data, you can view or even limit your engagement time on certain apps if you like. Step six, take a break. Whether it's just leaving your phone behind for an hour or a week or longer, sometimes you just need a break or a pattern interrupt to decrease your default reliance on the apps that monopolize the most of your time. Step seven was to delete the app or your profile. When you truly see the app isn't providing a value or you'd prefer to confine it to a certain device rather than all of your devices, get rid of it. Step eight was to keep an eye on yourself. You need to know what works best for you. If it's positive, cool. If you find that it's stressful or triggering, it might be a really good time to step back. And that's what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone is well and enjoying this nice, cooler autumn weather. I know here in Chicago, Chuck, we have some blue, cloudy skies, but we're kind of feeling a little bit more like autumn around here lately. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will look forward to seeing you all next Friday.